Hi guys, and welcome back to a brand new video. If you are new here, then hello, and if you've been here before, then welcome back. So today I'm going to be doing a Q&A. I feel like I haven't done one of these in so long, and I just thought it'd be a fun thing to do again. So I put up a poll. I put up a post on Instagram asking you guys to send me in questions. It can be absolutely anything that you wanted it to be, and I got a couple of responses, so thank you to everyone that did send in a question. But my Instagram stories is linked with my Facebook, so I got a couple of questions over Facebook and a couple on Instagram, so I picked out the ones that I thought would be fun to answer. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So I like to write all my questions down on here, just so that I have them and I can see them rather than flicking back and forth on my phone and trying to find the ones that I wanted. I probably could have screenshotted them, but hey ho, who wants to sit there and go through and screenshot all the questions that you want to answer? So some of these are from friends, as you're probably going to be able to tell, especially with the first question. So the first question we may as well start with is, who's your best friend? So if you're watching this video, you know who you are, and you know who you are that's asked this question. So my best friend is Becky. I have been friends with her for, God, we were friends in secondary school, and then we sort of drifted apart, and then over the sort of the last 3 or 4 years we've become really, really close again. And yeah, she's someone that's always been there through my good times, bad times. We could go weeks without seeing each other, but then when we see each other, it's like we've never not really seen each other or not really spoke, which is so nice. But yeah, she is my best friend. You've got in my video, babe. So that's that question answered. So your second question is, did you start YouTube just for the money? No, not at all. I done it purely because I enjoy doing it. It is a hobby for me, and obviously with my channel being so small anyway, there's not a chance in hell that I'm ever going to make money from it if I stay this small. Would I like to? I think, who wouldn't like to? It would be a bonus, but I did not start it to make money because there's just no way that you can do that just by starting up. And if you do it for the money, you just don't have the motivation to do it. There is a lot of struggles that come with doing YouTube anyway, and if you're just doing it purely because of the money, then you really aren't going to get anywhere with it at all. I purely do it because I love doing it. I love sharing things with you guys. I love talking to you guys, as much as it's weird to say that I am literally just talking to a camera. But I honestly just love sharing and talking to you guys about everything and anything, and you guys enjoying it. That was my reason for doing it. And obviously this past year I've really, really stuck to it and been really motivated to do this, because at the same time, yes, I'd love to grow my channel because I will then be sharing more of my experiences and everything on my channel with more people, and not just for the fact of making money, because, you know, money doesn't buy you happiness. Let's just put it like that. Moving on to the next question, which is again YouTube related. Were you scared about telling people about your channel? This is a question that I got asked quite a lot when I first started. And yes, I was petrified. I started my channel about 4 years ago, and I told absolutely no one about it. I did not share it anywhere. I just purely kept it to myself, because I was just so worried about what other people would think. And from doing that and then sharing my channel, in the space of probably about a couple of weeks of sharing my channel, I stopped doing YouTube because I felt like people were talking about me and laughing behind my back. But then as I obviously progressed and restarted my channel, I share it everywhere now, and actually the amount of support that I get is actually incredible, and I don't know what I was so worried about. Yes, there's going to be people that aren't going to support you and probably will talk behind your back and laugh at you, but if it's something you enjoy doing, then I don't see why you shouldn't tell the whole world that you're doing it. Sharing my channel with people is probably the best thing that I actually ever did. So don't be scared, take the leap of faith, and you know, just do what you have to do to get to where you want to be. The next question is, do you have a 5-year plan? I feel like so many people have a somewhat 5-year plan about what they want to achieve in the next 5 years, or what they want to do within the next 5 years, actually on a tight timeline. I used to think that way, but then I come to realise that actually no matter how much you plan for things or head that way, it doesn't always go to plan. There is going to be bumps in the road. And so no, I don't have a 5-year plan. All I know is that at some point I want to move. I want to move into a house that has a garden. I know that. I know that at some time in my lifetime, before I'm probably 30, you know, I would like to get married and, you know, more kids maybe, but I definitely don't have a strict 5-year plan. I just don't see the point. I just like to take each day as it comes. I set goals for myself every single day, and if I achieve them on that day, then I am winning. I am one step closer to where I want to be. So I know some people really like to plan and have a 5-year plan, and that's okay. But for me, I just don't feel like it works, and that having a 5-year plan, for me, will just go straight out the window. The next question is, again, this is YouTube related. Do you ever get discouraged by seeing other channels do better than you? I used to. I used to see other channels grow a lot quicker than mine. And it used to be really discouraging. It really did. But now I feel like it doesn't bother me too much anymore, because I'm growing my channel at my own pace. Yes, it's still small, and I probably haven't made half as many videos as some of the other people that channels are growing so quickly. But I like to just make sure that my content is good for you guys before it gets posted out, because if I'm not happy, then it's not going to get posted. So I just like to make sure that it's all fully how I want it to be, and ready for you guys to watch. Because if you're just going to start whacking out random things and content, which it works for some people, don't get me wrong, it really does, but for me, I sort of have a set niche that I like to stick to, and I like to make sure that is completely perfect before it gets posted out. And if I'm not actually happy with what I've created, then it just won't get posted, and obviously that can slow you down. And obviously not everybody's gonna love the content that you make, so it kind of all depends on what content you're kind of putting out, really. Do I get discouraged anymore by other people's channels doing better? No, I'm doing my thing. I like doing my thing. I'm happy, so that's all that matters. The next question again is another YouTube question. I feel like so many people ask questions to do with YouTube because they either want to start a channel, or things like this don't really get spoken about. You just see obviously people doing well and just putting their content on, and you know, you just see all the easy side. Anyway, the next question is, did or do you consider ever giving YouTube up? I think when I first started, I just thought I can't do this. Obviously I saw a lot of other YouTubers that were really big and they just had this perfect content. They had the best camera, the best equipment, and I just thought I can't do this. I'm never going to be as good as them. And it did really put me off for a while. I think I probably took about a year out from doing it, because I just thought I'm never going to be good enough. But after that, I had it in my head that actually I want to do this. I enjoy doing this. Could I give it up? No, I don't want to give it up. Do you need the best things? No, there are ways that you can make your videos good, fun and exciting and good quality without having the top of the range camera. So for me, I used to, but not anymore. It just doesn't run through my head anymore. So the next question is, what is your biggest fear? I don't know how to take this one, because when you think of a fear, you think of things like actual objects or animals or things that you're scared of. So if we're referring it to that way, then my fear is definitely spiders. I just can't deal with spiders. Money spiders, they still scare me, but I can deal with. But anything else, I cannot cope with it. I think this sort of stemmed from when I was home on my own. I had Summer as a baby and I was sat on the sofa, and all day I just had this feeling like something was going to jump out and run across me. And at the time, Summer's dad wasn't there, he was working, and this spider, it must have been about 9 o'clock at night, this spider literally ran across the top of my shoulder, across my chest and along the sofa towards Summer. And I just went into a state of panic and shock, and I was petrified. I had a panic attack, and I literally picked Summer up and did not go back in the living room. And then when Summer's dad came back, I asked him to find it, and he found it. Literally, he found it, put it in a pint glass with some paper on the bottom and tipped it back up that way. And I'm not even joking, these spider legs were like hanging out of the bottom of the pint glass. It was massive. And I think from that point, that's where I've been absolutely petrified of them. So if we're talking in terms of an object or an animal, then that is definitely it. But in regards to actually what my biggest fear is, which is kind of irrational, but it's something that if it pops up in my mind, then I just go into a state of panic. And I actually have a fear of dying, or people closer to me dying. I think that stems a lot more from my anxiety, but I would probably say that trumps a spider any day. Like, it really, really does scare me. The thought of me dying young, or someone close to me dying and not being able to do anything about it, it actually scares. It really does scare me, and it puts me into a state of panic, and it takes me a while to calm down and stop thinking about it. But then once I've stopped thinking about it, I'm okay. Anyway, moving on from that question, the next question is, what is your favourite place to shop at? I have so many places that I love to shop at. Again, this is such a broad question. But I think Primark is probably one of my favourite places to shop at for clothes. Just because it's so cheap and affordable. And then in regards to sort of everything else, like home, kitchen, pets, food, practically anything you can think of, I'd probably say B&M. I spend a lot of time at B&M. I'm probably not as bad as my mum and dad, because they have like this ritual where every Sunday or every weekend they will take a trip to B&M, which is probably so sad, but it is true. It's what they do, because it is such an amazing place to go. And again, it's cheap and affordable. It's not expensive, and they have some really good quality and some really nice bits in there. So why not? So I'd probably say that they're probably like two of my favourite places to shop. The next question is, will you be filming any speed cleans? So I have seen so many people do this over the last month or so, and they've literally just like popped out of nowhere. People seem to really be loving these speed cleans, where you literally just speed clean your whole house People are absolutely loving it. I have actually found myself watching more and more of those videos just because I find it so satisfying going from like a mess to something so clean. And not just that, like you pick up on sort of cleaning hacks as well, because a lot of them show like cleaning hacks and you know, you think, oh, I'll try that. That sounds like a good idea. Will I be filming any? I guess it's not a no. If that's something that you guys want to see from me, then obviously do let me know, because I am obviously looking for new ideas for you guys anyway every day, because I like to know what you want to see and not what I think you want to see. So I wouldn't say no. If that's something you want to see from me, then I definitely think I would consider it. But you guys are just gonna have to let me know. Lastly, the final question is, have you ever met a celebrity? So I have. I actually met Amy-xox from The Wanted. His sister went to my cousin's secondary school and he turned up at their prom and I just happened to be there. We had a photo taken. He was really nice. It was a shame to say that maybe some of his other family weren't as nice as he was. But yeah, I think that's probably like one of the main celebrities that I've met. I'm trying to think if I've met anyone else. I don't think I have. In the whole like 22 years of being alive, I don't think I've ever really met a big celebrity. I was just lucky in that sense that he happened to be there that day. And I got a photo and he was lovely. So yeah, it's not really much more to say on that. But that is it for this video. If you did enjoy it, don't forget to click the subscribe button down below and click the thumbs up. It is all very much appreciated. But as for now, that is it from me, and I will see you in a brand new video very, very soon. Bye.